the Moochie Show.
It's the Moochie Show.
Moochie Show. Welcome to the Moochie Show.
Come on up in the room.
Come on up in the room.
Come on up in the room.
I mean all up in the room.
It's the Moochie Show.
Moochie Show. Welcome to the Moochie Show.
You already know it's your girl Moochie, and we are back with another episode of the Moochie Show. You know I tell y'all guys to come up in the room, because in the room I talk about it. And who better to talk about it than Moochie, because you know I'm going to get into it. And I am so excited about my guest today. First of all, we just going to skip the preliminary. I did not know that I was sitting with a princess, like a real life princess, like a coming to America type princess, like nice. Let's start right there. So wait, Stunnor, tell people who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Stunnor Dior. I am artist, the Gomba Princess, North Guyanese Princess, model, and entrepreneur, TV personality.
We are going to get into all of your accomplishments and stuff, because when I was reading about you and looking you up, I was very impressed of all the things that you accomplished. But we're going to start from the beginning. You are an African princess, real life.
Real life.
Did you know that growing up? Did you grow up as a princess?
I didn't know that growing up.
At all?
No.
So how was, like, if you didn't know that, did you live a certain way growing up?
You know, it's really, I don't know, if I was to like explain some of my life, everything is just like a series of events, and it really unfolded like a movie, like really just like how people imagine. It's just like coming to America. Growing up, like my mom was estranged from her family, and she grew up in the States. And
okay.
Like she was a young parent, and I'm a product of two young parents that, you know, both like kind of became successful, you know what I'm saying, worked their way up. But on a grind, like I was born in Detroit before. So I was born in Detroit, and I was raised on the other side of US, and, you know, and I've been back to Africa a lot since I was like 12. That's when I really started going home. Even then, like, Ghana's so big that I wasn't really fully visiting like my village in the town that I was actually from. So I didn't know that until pre-COVID. My mom had been going home and doing all of her due diligence.
Right.
And then the past queen passed away, and then they skinned her as the new queen.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Because I seen something that said on social media, Chief. And I was like, is that real?
Queen Chief, yeah.
Wow.
So they skinned my mother after the last one died. So all of that, you know, you never really know when those type of things are going to happen. And, you know, they could have given the title also to someone else that had maybe been spending their whole life together, but they also gave it to my mother, basically do with all of the stuff that, like, you know, we've been doing our lives.
That is so
It kind of just happened. And then it was like, when my mom called me and it happened, like, you know, she's sending me all the photos, she's educating me on what's going on, but I had just started my music career. So I was already in the entertainment business. I was already Stunnor Dior, but I was just starting my music career. So it's like, okay, all right, I'm a princess, but
right.
what's next? You know, like, what do I do next? And I hadn't really went back home to like go through the whole.
Because I was going to say, like,
everything.
Are you? Because you're from Detroit.
Yeah.
So you're not really engulfed in like the African culture. So like, have you been back like for like the crowning?
I'm engulfed now.
You're engulfed now. Is
fully
it different?
Engulfed, yeah, like fully engulfed. I've been home now, you know. Now I have houses there.
Okay.
Like, we live there, you know.
Okay.
We pretty much changed our whole life now that this is kind of how it came, and I have a duty to the people as well, and that's something that I'm realizing, like, that comes with my title because I'm an only child. So everything that my mom is doing, I'm gonna have to be a queen. All of these things that, like, I'm gonna have to have control.
Well, look at me. I'm out here knowing the Queen of Wales, the Queen of Africa. I'm out here knowing big people. That is so, first of all, that's amazing. I've never met a queen before, or princess. I guess we know what we see on TV as far as Princess Diana and what her duties are. So what are some of the duties that you know that you have to fulfill right now?
Yeah, basically it's just like everyone in the community, they come to you for answers, essentially. So I mean, even there's a rankency of like chiefs and different people. So I'm just a princess, so my mom obviously has the final say.
Right.
But in just following her and meeting people, the king. So there's a king, but it's not my mom's husband. It's like her dad is the king.
Okay.
So there's a king. There's my mom. She's in charge of things. Like there's a whole. Within our palace, this is in our palace in North Ghana, there's like a whole vacancy of people.
That's how you said that, my palace.
Well, that's what it's technically called. It sounds funny to say. Even me, I'm a girl from Detroit. I had to get used to the lingo myself. You know what I'm saying? But that's really what it's called. It's
right.
You know, in real life. But yeah, just like that's our duty. So people are coming up to us to help contribute to schools. I contribute to schools, building like women empowerment, and also like realizing that I'm an example. It's super traditional where I'm from, Muslim traditional.
Okay.
So everyone's used to a whole different lifestyle. So they kind of watching the life that I'm living over here in America, and they're getting a taste of this. But
are they accepting of it? Is it accepted, or are you kind of like looked at a little bit as like a rebel princess? You know, Diana was a rebel princess.
Yeah, I think it's maybe 50-50. I think it's a new day though. Like I haven't really gotten any bad comments because I do understand my duties. I'm not out here wilding out, and everything that I do and that I'm working for here with all the entertainment and to make money is to make resources to go back home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that my people are aware of that, so they definitely like supportive in everything that I do. Like they want me to bring the Grammys back to Ghana. Like that's what they telling me when I'm there.
And
like,
I that's happening. That's gonna happen.
Nikki. Yeah, you're right, Nikki. You're gonna bring the Ghana. You're gonna bring the Grammys to Ghana. Like,
and you're gonna be the real representation probably that they want.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. So you just found out you were a princess, but growing up, again, you're from Detroit. You're a model.
And just found out meaning like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah. So it's like not just found out. Y'all just found out.
Yeah, we're nosy in your business, but you know.
But
so
yeah, I'm just now announcing it, I guess.
Were you scared when I want to get there, but I don't want to leave there. Like, were you scared when you announced it to America? Like, were you scared of how we would take it per se?
Yeah, I was actually, just because kind of just like, I just know that people out here, we don't have the knowledge. So it's just, it's more so the fact that I have to like answer and defend myself to people who may not understand, and the questions that they ask, and being like aware of like certain ignorant things, and just like understanding that there's a lot of stuff that I have to change around me, people I have to change around me. There's a lot of things that come in. So that's the most hardest part about it. Outside of that, like when I'm in the other rooms, like it's good to be able to have that as and honestly, I was a dope person and a dope name without that. So it's not like I'm relying on that. Somebody said to me, you can walk in the room and not tell anybody you're a princess and you're still lit, and you got 2 cards.
Let's talk about that, because you are definitely lit, because you hold many hats, and I think when people look at Stunnor, they may just see like the musician, but they don't know that you're a model, you're a host, you're an actress, you're an athlete. Like, you have done it all.
Yeah.
So in your career, Stunnor, because you do hold a lot of hats. You've acted, again, you've hosted, you've DJ'd. What department did you say, okay, this is what I want to do? What did you pick? Obviously you picked music. And then what did you say, like, this is really it? Like, I want to go this way.
I feel like I didn't pick music. I feel like music
picked me. Okay.
So the thing is, like, I'm just like how everyone else in the world is. When you see a pretty girl, especially before this era that we in, where it's like women running music, I came up just like everybody. We probably seen 3-4 female artists.
That's it.
That was dominating the chart. So that wasn't like my dream. But I always made music. I always rap. I've been doing that since a little kid. I was just a creative kid. Like, that's why you say, oh, you did this. I was just a creative kid. That's what I've been since.
And active.
Yeah, like I did ballet from 5.
You dance and you're very athletic.
It's like from a little kid, I played all the sports. So it's kind of just like second nature. I always had that energy. Like I said, I'm my only child. So like that was just the vibe for me growing up, is just being in tune with the arts. If you gave me anything, a pencil and a brush, I'm gonna try and paint my best portrait. And then if somebody say, oh, this portrait look good, now we gonna try to sell it.
You know what's fascinating about you? Because us African American women, they put us in a box. I didn't know, because I thought I was the only person, or in a handful of people, that knew how to play the violin. I didn't know you know how to play the violin.
Yeah.
That's a very strategic instrument to play.
It is, yeah. It's crazy, because that's what I was learning. That and the big bass. The big bass, okay. The cello. I learned how to play those instruments when I was growing up. And it's like they have all the same chords as the guitar. So that's what people say to transition. But yeah, I mean, I tried it. I don't know if I can still play it.
Don't lie, man. Don't give me lying on the people.
Don't give me.
Because I don't know if I can still play either. But I can hit a 1-2. We can make it. We can make it.
Hold it. I know.
Yeah, we can make it look good.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Stunnor. Stunnor Dior, princess, entrepreneur, model, actress. What made you name yourself, or where do we get the name Stunnor from? Stunnor Dior from?
It's been like, where did I get the name from? I don't know. I feel like, this life is just unfolding, and I feel like I've been doing interviews my whole life, and now y'all asking me the same questions that people always question, but now it's like, do I even know the answer?
Right.
That was a deep moment.
Right. I felt that when you said it. Like, I felt like, We were going somewhere.
Yeah, like, cause it's like, I said everything is unfolding. So Stunnor's been my name since I was like 14. I didn't know it was gonna become a rap name. And like everybody was gonna want to be a Stunner Dior or Dior this or Stunner that. Like I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we're like,
it's been my
we're like
name
Dior
for-
fans. Like, what
Yeah.
do you call us fans? Like, what do you call us? The Diories?
No.
Like, what do you call us?
I was calling my Stunnies, my Stunners.
Stunnies? Okay, I just want to make sure when I'm out here cheering
Yeah.
and I have my shirt and stuff, I'm a stunny.
Yeah.
Okay, that has a ring to it. All right.
Yeah. I just came up with that.
All right, so you out here burnt. Okay, so we're gonna come up with mine. So the Moochie show. What should I call my people that watch the Moochie show? Like
the mooches.
The moochers. The moochers.
The moochers, y'all. Mooching. They mooching, honey.
Yeah, talk to them. First of all, you're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You ain't got no man.
Huh?
You cut me off at the top. Do you have a man?
I don't know. What? Let's ask the viewers.
I have to ask the people because I know in my discovery and in my notes, I ain't never seen you with no man. I have not ever seen you in scandal either.
That's good. I don't like the scandal because of a man.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
It just
but
overshadows so much other things that you have going on. That's
I'm gonna ask the question because people want to know: is Stunnor single?
Stunner is just Stunner.
Because even if you were single, but time out, in real life, even if you were single, you're the princess. So how does that even go? Like, how does a man even approach you?
They can approach me, but you know what it is? What I'm realizing now is I've been dating, but even like people in my past and where I'm at, like the way I have to look at situations is it might seem so minuscule, but I know that there is a bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm vetting my husband. So it's like I'm vetting my partner who's gonna be able to understand politics and he's gonna be able to understand hip hop.
Yes, right.
Like I need him to be able to walk through every door. And just being, a girl that's in a room full of men is like hard to date a man. So let alone but you know what I was realizing? Is that everybody in theory, they be like, oh, a princess, a rapper, she's cute. Like, it sounds good on paper.
Right.
But when you date me, I don't think they like it.
People always say like they like certain thing until they get into it.
Yeah, too busy. It's not a lot. So it's too much. I don't even focus on it. Like right now, it's just like.
Stunning in real life.
I feel like God's going to just drop my husband.
Well, when he drop you, tell him to drop a brother for me.
Yeah.
I'm doing bad out here in these streets. I ain't gonna hold you up, but we working on it.
Yeah, we working on it. We out here in our career.
We are, and I'm gun ho. And with that being said, with your career, you just got off tour, or you're still on tour.
We just finished last show yesterday.
How's that been?
It was great. Honestly, this was my first tour that it's like it was my tour. You know what I'm saying? That I was the headline and I was a tour. And it was me and Lord Juice. So shout out to Vamp Life. And it was just like, that was the girls' vibe. Even though there were so many guys that was like also a part of it. Just having us as the two girls and headlining, I feel like we was just bouncing off of each other's energy. And also, I was going to a lot of these little markets where, like the small towns in between, not like how I'm typically doing like Miami, LA or something. So it was very dope to connect with like that type of people.
Do you feel Stunnor? Because I hear people say, for example, Megan Thee Stallion's on tour. Shout out to you, did a song with Megan Thee Stallion. And then you have Nicki Minaj on tour. So then you hear people say Nicki Minaj's tickets are like $400, $500. Beyonce's tickets $1,000 something, right? And they were clowning people in the comments were clowning, Megan Thee Stallion because they were saying her tickets were like $24. And so it was a double-edged sword with that clowning because people were like, oh my goodness, she's not going to sell out. She's at these little arenas. Some people were like, thank God that her
sell out because she didn't charge that much.
That's what I said. For people like me, like I love an affordable concert. For you, how do you go about? Like when you do these little arenas, do you feel like you're comfortable there? Do you feel like you're gonna get judgment there? Do you feel like that's growth for you? Like how does that go for you as an artist?
It's like I just keep in my mind that every time I'm performing, it's somebody that don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be the biggest in the world. I'm pretty sure that there's so many people they don't know who I am. They didn't seen the music video or something I was in 1,000,000 times. They don't know who I am.
Right.
I keep that in the back of my head. So. I really like what I do. That's the best part. It's like all of the hard work behind the scenes is really so like you can get on the stage and just enjoy music and try things. So I keep that in my mind. Sometimes I might be annoyed if the venue is janky, but then I have to be like, this town is like from the 18th century.
Right, and we have what we have,
venues,
So, right.
And then I'm just grateful that there's people that's showing up and spending their money, at the end of the day, because I know that there's artists that's way bigger than me and they still can't do what I do. So You know, I seen it go viral, like you said.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, they had to cancel the show because only this many tickets.
Or this many tickets are sold. You got
Yeah,
Chris
or
Brown that's buying out all Quavo's tickets. So when Quavo go out there, he got 5 people. You know how this go.
Petty, you know, and I had the meet and greet, and I was just like, I was happy. Like my meet and greet was very good. Like people really came out to me and was driving from all, my friends was driving from all parts of the cities. Like they weren't even telling me at this point. They were just like showing up. So that let me feel like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now on a bigger scale, things get bigger. As for what you were saying, some of them charging 20 and some of them charging 4. I know that Meg, she did her tour independent. So she did an independent tour because she's not with her label. So she put all of that money into
And
her
she's getting
tour,
all that money
and she's getting all of her money back. So she could charge less because she's making majority of percent.
More.
And when it comes down to these big people that have these giant productions, remember they're paying for everything that you see on there. So sometimes they gotta charge that much just to make it make sense.
Make it sense, right? Production's gonna bring me something. I got something for you. But in the music industry right now, you are absolutely stunning. That could be a gift and a curse with what's going on in the industry right now. Stunnor, we gotta be honest. You know, Diddy with this whole domestic things going on, a lot of stuff going on. Are you scared as a woman? But more importantly, because you know us black women, the most unbelieved, underrated, you talked about, you know how we go as a black woman. Are you scared as a black woman to enter this industry? And if you are, what is the one thing that you could say that makes you, just the fear?
I'm scared as a black woman being in the industry and being that I've been in the industry because, I mean, everything bad will always come to light. But I think that just being a woman in the industry and being in the world is hard to navigate. It's especially when you're a beautiful woman and people got their they like judgments about what type of girl they think you are because they see all girls that look like this, they think they're one type of way. And like that's just hard. That's something that I battle with every day, from dating to going to work. Like there's just a big problem. So I'm scared for that, but also for women that are coming into the industry that may not be as strong enough to like endure it. Cause shout out to Cassie, like not for nothing. It's been so many years that happened. She's happy now. She's remarried. She got her kid, but she suffered in all that silence. All of those people knew around, and we just looked at her as like a beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? And there was other news about other stuff that was going on at that time, and she just had to like endure it. So have you
ever been through anything in the industry?
Oh yes.
Yes, you have some story?
Yeah, I've been in the industry since I was 18 years old.
Ooh.
So I started like loving hip hop and all of that stuff when I first got to New York. So I have... Anything
that made you want to say you want to walk away, or...
Oh, yeah. I mean, is it between, like, people on your team that do you dirty, that you think love you?
Please don't preach on this show today.
Like, like, that really hurts.
Yes.
Like, damn,
that's like a gunshot wound. Whew.
Yeah, especially when like, a person like me, I'm very genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to steal the spotlight from nobody. Everybody got their time to shine, baby. Like, it's all good, And it's when it's my turn to sit, it's my turn to sit. When it's my turn to stand,
can I tell you something? I love people. I think I love people like you more. To know that you're actually a princess, to know that you're a celebrity, and to sit with you and just feel how humble you are. You worked with some of the greats. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. You worked with a lot of the greats. You are somebody, and the way you're sitting here, you're so humble and just so like appreciative of life. You're gonna be like
they threw this.
I'm gonna say you're gonna be a billionaire, but you're a freaking princess. So I don't even know what numbers those are, how many trillionaires those are.
But that's how you know when they done kicked you when you down. Like right now, they kicked me when I was down. I'm in a space where it's like, I don't feel like I have like. I just want to be me. I don't feel like I have to prove that I'm so great to people. Whether you believe it, then you do. If you don't believe it, then I'm sorry for you.
Right.
I don't feel like I got to convince nobody I'm a princess. If y'all want, y'all can travel with my family. Like, we got a company called Green Book Travel. Y'all can come visit our palace. Like, it's up for the public. It's not no lies. Like, y'all can come down. I brought some of my friends with me from New York to Africa with me. I put them in the stadium, perform with me and all of that. Like, it's not no secret. I'm not trying to hide. I want to use myself as a vessel. You know what I'm saying?
To bring others in.
To bring everybody together, music.
Not everybody
modeling.
though.
No, not everybody.
Yeah, you know
all of God's people.
Yes, yeah, not everybody, because you know.
All of God's people. But that's cool. Everybody that I hang out with, I don't hang out with no haters.
That's right. Shout out to your team. Your team came in here strong.
Yeah.
I felt a little intimidated, but they came in so friendly, looking so good.
Sweet.
I love your energy is good.
People, yeah.
Production, bring me that, because we're gonna have fun with this, ladies. I always ask my ladies this on my show. If you had to build a man, build him from the ground up. Talk to me. Build your man.
Like what he would have.
Everything. So for me, my man, he would be 6'4". He has to be dark skinned, like black as Wesley Snipes, if not darker. He has to have a nice physique. He has to wear a lot of gold, like gold to bounce off his skin color. I would prefer him to have a lot of beard hair and stuff. Like I like the scruffy look. So if you had to build your man instead of build a man.
You're too specific, but I feel like I know some people.
You got me.
You need to go to Philly. You got a beard, tall, dark skin.
How she not live in PA? But then, just the people out there wanting to know. If Stunnor had to build, like, give me 5 characteristics.
I mean, he would have to be between 6'1", 6'6". Okay. He just have to have an exotic skin. He could either be chocolate or he could be like that Blasian looking color. You know what I'm saying? Like a caramel Blasian looking color. Because I see him in front of me. He's on that green screen.
I'm about to say, I'm looking too. We looking at the same. right?
Yeah, he would have like that. Then he would obviously, he would have a great job.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. He would be maybe he would work in oil. I don't want him to work in the industry. He would work in oil. He would be like an oil tech. Because I don't want no computer tech guys because they're too busy. I don't want the other ones that's too boring. So he could be in like oil or like construction, like a high construction.
Okay, like building bridges and stuff.
Or like I got an ex in diamond and gold mines.
Time out. You're the first woman I heard in a long time say you wanted like a 9 to 5, like 9 to 5 man. That sounds like a 9 to 5 man.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it could be 9 to 5, but it could be till 8 or 9 or 10. It depends. It depends on when the company calls. But yeah, I just want to mean
she said it depends when the company calls.
I just need him to have somewhere to go because the men that's following me around is pissing me off.
I don't listen. Stunnor, I love you. I'm a Stunny. It's a Stunny, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Stunny. So I will be following you and popping up on you some of your events that I see you in, especially if you're in New York or in my area. I wanted to give you a little gift. You don't have to wear it in the street, but if you're home with your little man and you want to look sexy, you better look sexy in the Moochie show shirt.
Mooch.
Yeah.
Not a munch, he's a mooch.
Be going with that. Please, production, cut that right there. But before we get out of here, I know you just finished your tour. Let us know what we can expect from you for the rest of 2024.
Yeah, I mean, Stop Playing is coming out. I did just get booked in Jamaica for the Symbiotic Music Festival on July 26th as Princess coming and Cranium and Akon is headlining. I'm super excited for that. And I do have a few more festivals. And just look forward to seeing me on stages and dropping more singles and maybe a part 2 of the tour.
I can't wait. And make sure when you have part 2 of the tour, you call the Moochie Show so we can get a little bit of content because we support you and I love you and I'm so proud of you. Shout out to everything that you have going on. Tell the people where to find you, Instagrams, all that good stuff.
Thank y'all. You guys can follow me on Instagram at @TheRealStunnor. You can stream my music on all platforms at Stunnor Dior. And if you don't know who I am, do your Googles. Thank you.
Listen, y'all.
And thank you for having me because, shout out to you're one of those women that are out here working and out here doing and putting it together. And I love the professionality and everything that's put together. And
thank you.
I love that. I'm excited to see where the show is going to be next year. We're going to both do a comeback. And
you know why you say that? You're gonna be right. You're gonna be a millionaire. You're gonna be a millionaire pregnant woman.
Yeah.
And I'll be sitting next to Oprah, moving her to the side and telling Gayle King we had enough and telling Ella DeGeneres thank you for your services. You like how I just did that, right?
I like that.
That's another episode of the Moochie Show. You guys make sure you guys tune in each and every Monday for a new episode. You never know what I'm gonna be talking about or who I'm gonna be talking to. Just know nobody talk about it like Moochie talk about it. So let's get into it. See y'all next time.
And everything you should see is the Moochie Show.
Moochie Show. Welcome to the Moochie Show.
It's the Moochie Show.
Moochie Show. Welcome to the Moochie Show.